Today we will see how to convert ER diagram into relational schema. So first of all, you have to install MySQL Workbench. Once you have installed, you will get this interface after creating your local instance of MySQL. So you have to create your username and password also. So you click on this, you will get this environment. Now you go to file, new model for new model creation, and here you can see add diagram. You can use this add diagram for creation of ER diagram model, or you can go into model and also you can create by add diagram. You click on add diagram, so it will give you an interface where you can create ER diagram. So first of here you can see MyDB is default database, and in tables there is no table, so we are going to create table. So first you select on table, click on this panel, you will get this table 1. Double click on this table 1, then write the table name. Here you can see we have to write the table name, so you write, so this is employee table, we have written employee in short form. Now here you can see column name, data type, and the constraints. So here you select, so first on ID employee, which is going to be primary key and not null we are taking. Next one is we are going to take employee name, then we can take address, then I will take salary, so here the data type for employee ID it is integer, and for name address it is going to be varchar. It is salary, I think it is not written here, just a minute, it will be salary. So we are going to make it integer, and we are going to make not null for each one of them. So this is how we have created a an entity employee with ID employee, which is primary key, then employee name, address, and salary. Now we'll go for another table. Suppose another table is this. You click on table and then click here, double click on table 1 again, you write department. So here department ID is first, we're going to make it primary key, which is not null also, then department name, then we have to go for, we are going for department location, so this is how we have created another table, department. Now we can map where the relation these entities into relational schema. Before that we have to make a relation between these two entities. So if you go for this 1 to many, that is 1 to n, so one department can have n number of employees. So we can you click on this 1 to n, and it is non-identifying relation. So here we have two different types of relation. Identifying, here you can see this is identifying relation, which is being used in the case of weak entity set. If we have another entity is going to be weak, then we go for identifying relation. Weak entities where they do not have primary keys, or they are not going to be identified by their own any attributes. So their primary key is being made with the combination of a strong entity. So here we are going to have non-identifying relation between these two. So we are going to take this one and then click employee and then click department. So you can have this employee to department relation. So now you see here automatically we'll get department ID in this, which is acting as foreign key in this table. So if you click on this, you will find the detail automatically. It added department ID into department table, and if you go for this foreign key, here you can find out this. If you click, it is reference table, and it is already referenced with the department table with department ID. So this is automatically created for you once you are selecting the type of relationship between different entities. Now this is over. We have created the ER diagram, employee and department, which having one-to-many relation. Now we have to convert this ER diagram into relational schema. So you go for database. Here you will find forward engineering. That means you are moving for creation of the tabular format of these two entities and their relationship. So click on this. Here you will find these are default connections. Next, then you click next. Here you will find that export MySQL table objects. So by we are moving with default. Next, now you can see here this script is given and will be going to execute on DB server to create your database. And here you can see first it is going to create department table. So because department table is having primary key and which is department ID, which is being referenced in employee table, so we have department table first. So you can see here department table ID is not null, department name, department location, and then we have employee table where we have employee ID, employee name, address, salary, and this you can see department ID, which is also not null, and it is going to be foreign key. Here you can see which is referencing department table. So this is all, and you move next and then close. So now you can see here these two tables are created. So we have these two tables which we have created is now with us. Now next thing is we are going to write the queries for them. So you can write the query, use